Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat before I get start chatting. I hope you guys are doing well today, and thank you for being here on this Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. As you can tell, I'm a little tired. It was a long weekend. We threw my mom a surprise. Let me move this over here so you guys can hear me a little better. We threw my mom a surprise retirement party. She retired, so I'm pretty excited that she's getting to enjoy her life and travel and do all the fun things. But if you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. That would be amazing. Um, Thank you. Thank you, Florida Cruises. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for being the first ones in the chat this week. So let's see who we have here. We have Travel Vibes with Angel. Hey, Angel, how are you? Good morning. I hope you are having a great Monday. And DT Cruiser is here as well. Thank you for being here, fam. I greatly appreciate you. And Kathy B is here. She's saying Grand Rising. Hey, fam, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Let's see here. And then So just popped in. She said, lunchtime. Hey y'all. Hey fam. How are you? Yeah, well deserved. Yeah, we worked a little hard this weekend, so we are tired and I've been resting up, but I definitely wanted to have something for you guys today. I did not want to skip a week. So thank y'all for popping in and let's talk about it. I want this to be an interactive chat today. And then if there's some things, because I don't know a lot of things about all the cruise lines. So if there's some things you guys know and you're in a specific level on these cruise lines, go ahead and drop whatever information you have in the chat once we get to that section. But yeah, we're going to talk about, we're going to compare the loyalty status on these cruise lines and kind of see which ones makes the most sense and who actually has the best one. I know that's something that we talked about on Thursday, but I also wanted to bring, just kind of have a little deeper conversation about it today. Hey, happy Monday, YOLO. Thanks for being here, fam. Florida Cruiser says, good for mom. Yeah, well deserved. That's the hardest working woman I know. It's the hardest working woman I know. So she very much deserves it. Angel saying good morning to everyone in the chat. I want to go with YOLO says she is listening and walking. Okay, fam, go ahead. And Michelle Mitchell, hey, fam, how are you? Thank you for being here. And thank you, Angel. I will give her the congratulations. And then Kevin is here. Hey, Kevin, how are you? So, yeah, today we're talking about the loyalty programs. Now, I did drop a link in the chat, but also this is the poll. So, what I'm going to do is actually pull up the QR code for you guys. Hopefully, we can get it going today because I know how this goes, right? So let's see if I can't get the QR code to show for you guys. And then we can go from there. Yeah, so it's been a pretty busy weekend. And like I said, I definitely wanted to talk about these cruise loyalty programs. So let's see here. Okay, I think I got it. Let me share the screen. And here we go. All right. So QR code is going to be right here. Hopefully. There we go. There it is. If you want to scan the QR code, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes just to scan that, and then I will get over to the chat. But also, there's a link on the in the YouTube chat as well. You can just kind of click in it. It's just one poll today, so and it's an interactive poll. So I would love to see you got your response on who you think has the best loyalty program. Angel, Kevin is speaking to Angel, and then Kevin said, "Congrats to your mom." Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. So with that being said, let's switch over and see what you guys have. Okay, so right now it is 50% MSC and 50% other right now. So let me share that screen. Let's see here. There we go. So that's what we have right now. We have a 1 and 1. And if you guys need that code up again, let me know. I'll try to bring that back up one more time. Let's see here. So 1 and 1, 1 and 1. And this is just telling us who do we think have the best cruise line loyalty program. And right now, it is looking like MSC, and I kind of thought MSC on Thursday too when we were talking. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll see. I see the answers are coming in. Some are saying Princess, some are saying MSC. We have a Royal popping up. Nice. Okay, but MSC is still winning. So for the person who put other, what is the other cruise line is what I would want to know. What is that other cruise line that you think would actually be? We have a Carnival. Okay. What's the other? That's definitely what I want to know. Yola said, "Congrats, Mama Burn." She's trying to listen. She's enjoying it. We definitely got her on. We definitely got her on Saturday. So we told her we were having an anniversary party, and she was all locked in for Brandon and I's anniversary party, and it ended up being her surprise party. So let's see here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and slide over to the presentation. I'll bring this back up at the end. That way you guys can share your thoughts again once we get to the end. But let's get into it. All right, so the point of this today is just to talk about which cruise lines we think has the best value for different type of cruisers. So we're basically going to talk about 6 different cruise lines today. We're going to talk about Royal, Norwegian, Princess, Carnival, MSC, and Virgin. And if you guys have an experience on one of these cruise lines that you feel is, better than the other, go ahead and drop it in the chat and we can talk about it. Florida Cruiser says MSC does a status match and does well until they change things like everyone else does. Right. So right now that's gonna be the test to see how long they can hold those things out. Hey Sig, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you dropping in, and happy Monday. And Makai, how are you, Makai? Thank you for being here. Makai, we're talking all about cruise line statuses and who we think has the best loyalty program. So let's get into it. So there was a QR code. I didn't even have to do all that. But I'll bring it back up at the end for those who did not get to answer the quiz. And it should still be active. So if you guys have the link, go ahead and answer it, and then I'll pull it back up at the end. Why cruise line loyalty programs matter? Well, they matter is because we're thinking about the priority service, right? We're cruising these cruise lines. We're giving them our money. We should expect to have something in return, besides just giving things out to the cruise lines all the time. So we do want to eliminate the wait in long lines to get on the ship, which since the penny, they've been doing pretty good. They've really been doing pretty good as far as like boarding the ship. We haven't had to wait too long. The only one we waited long for within the past year was Disney, and that was totally our fault. We just got there well before our boarding time. But priority embarkation is important for people. Priority disembarkation is important, and those priority tenders is important. So we definitely want to make sure that we're taking advantage of these cruise lines and taking advantage of those services. We have Dominique Renee in here. Dominique, hi, how are you? She says, Demonique, I'm sorry. Virgin Voyages and NCL. Angel says Virgin. Oh, Angel, we know you're a Virgin girly. And hey, Ronnie, how are you? Thank you for being here. We're also going to be talking about the onboard discounts, because why have status with someone if we're not going to take advantage of the discounts, right? So we definitely want those discounts, the savings on shopping, the dining, the spa, all of that stuff matters when we are booking with these cruise lines and we're building status. Another thing that is important is just giving you access beyond getting on the cruise. We want some VIP services, right? We want some complimentary laundry. I haven't done it on a ship yet, but hey, we want that. We want that specialty dining. We want the enhanced Wi-Fi. That's pretty important here. And then you want the free perks too. You know, some cruise lines like Disney, once you hit your second sailing with them, you start getting stuff like reusable totes, which are amazing. They give you lanyards that are amazing. So different cruise lines offer you different things. And then another thing that's important is, unlike airlines and hotels, these statuses for most of these cruise lines are forever as long as you sail with them. So once you earn that tier, you basically keep that tier. Unlike your status points with airlines and hotels, they kind of go away every year and then you have to build those status points up again. So let's talk about Royal. So the first one we're going to talk about Royal is their Crown and Anchor Society. So the first one is going to be gold and platinum to emerald. So for gold and platinum to emerald, you need 3 to 79 points. And the way their point system works is you get a point per night for the cruise. And if you are booked into a suite, you actually get double points. So, hey, C, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So you also have 6 tiers from gold, and you get 3 points to Pinnacle Club, which is 700 points. So in between gold and Pinnacle, there are 700 points. But you get different things with gold, platinum, and emerald. You get priority check-in, and you get invited to exclusive events. With diamond, you get the complimentary drinks. Diamond Plus, you get priority seating at shows and restaurants. And at the shows, that's a huge thing because some of these shows, if they are popular, it's going to be hard to find seating, especially if you don't want to get there 30 minutes early and just be sitting. So, you know, when we're on cruises, we try to take advantage of all the time that we have on these ships. So having that priority seating at these shows is important because you don't have to sit around and wait. You can actually go there and there'll be some seating waiting for you. Pinnacle Club, 700 points. You get a free 7-night cruise with a balcony. Who got Pinnacle? Let me talk to you, player. Let me talk to you. Yellow say you also get double points for cruising solo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Yellow. Double points for cruising solo. So if you're going to be paying that solo rate, you might as well get double points, right? So thank you for that. Absolutely. Double points for cruising solo. Okay. And if you have anything else about Royal, go ahead and drop that in the chat. I'll move on to Norwegian, but I can always come back to it. So for NCL, as you guys remember, last week we had NCL on and Kim did very well. So we're going to definitely have her back. Hey T, how are you? Just popping in for a few. I appreciate you popping in. We're talking all things about cruise line loyalty. So if you have anything you want to drop while you're here, go ahead and drop it. So for NCL, theirs goes from bronze, silver, and gold all the way up to ambassador. So ambassador, the ambassador program is again 700 plus points, but with them you also get a free 7-night cruise. She said 13 points for Emerald on Royal Caribbean. Okay, 13 points. I think I looked at mine and I was about around the same. I think it was like 8 nights. I think it was like 8 nights away from Emerald. So I'm pretty excited to get the Emerald because I think that'll probably be the highest tier I am on a cruise line because we've jumped cruise lines so far so much that I've not gained like anything past like that second tier. So I'm excited to get an Emerald and hopefully we'll be there soon. So with Norwegian, we have bronze, silver, and gold. So that's 1 night to 74 nights. And again, that's 1 night per day on the cruise. So, and remember, most of these cruise lines, you're going to get a point per night at sea, unless you get some kind of specialty cabin. So 1 point per cruise night with a bonus point for suites and special offers. So make sure you're looking for those special offers in your inbox from Norwegian because those bonus points are going to make a difference. You have 7 tiers from bronze, which is 1 point to ambassador. And the ambassador program, like I said, is 700 plus points, which you again earn that free cruise. C said, yeah, Yeah, thinking I want to focus on upping my royal. Yeah, because also um they're the most status matched. I know people status match Carnival, but it feels like to me like Royal is the most status matched cruise line. So it makes sense to kind of up that status with them and kind of focus on one and then build off of that. So that's Norwegians. All right. And if you have a status with Norwegian and it's something that I'm missing, definitely drop it in chat. Let me know. Okay, next we're going to go to Princess. So Princess is gold from 2 to 5 cruises or 31 to 50 days. You will earn gold. So Princess is a little bit different for me because we have not sold Princess yet. So it's definitely going to take, I'm ready to see. Let's do a comparison on what that looks like as far as status matches is concerned. Now, I heard they have a great status match program too, but we'll get into that. So, gold is 2 to 5 cruises or 31 to 50 days, and that is let's see, that'll give you like savings for special fares. And then we also have platinum. Platinum is 6 to 15 cruises or 51 to 150 days, and that'll get you priority boarding and preferred dining. So Princess is like, again, is based on a cruise count or your cruise days, whichever is more beneficial. There are 4 tiers. So gold after the first cruise, and then elite after 16 plus cruises or 151 days at sea. Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. She says, great Monday, and I can hear you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. RCL only matches with celebrity and vice versa. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Yellow. C said, Sig said, I'm elite on Princess. Love the laundry and complimentary mini bar. Okay. Okay, elite with the complimentary mini bar. I like that. So, and I'm sure you match your Carnival to Princess because they are in the family, so it makes sense. And then for the link, like she said, you get the complimentary mini bar, the canopies, and the laundry. So that's for Princess. All right. And then let's go over to Carnival. So Carnival is the one, y'all. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit Platinum or Carnival. My goodness. So we're going to start at Blue. If you're a Blue card on Carnival, everybody know that's your first cruise. Carnival starts you at Blue, and that's on the first sailing and 1 day. At your second sailing, you are from 2 to 74 days, you're red card. Okay. So you get that VIFP pin, which, sometimes they used to leave it in your cabin. Now you got to go to the photo center and get it, which half the time you forget to go. Forget to go pick those up. But you get that pin, and then it's a simple system, 1 point per day. Simple system. They don't make it very complicated. Yeah, come on. And then with Platinum on Carnival, it's 75 to 199 days. So priority check-in at boarding and free laundry service. 1 bag, but free laundry service. Let's see. Kathy B said, I'm Platinum on Carnival. Nice. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here, Liam. I appreciate it. Free laundry. I get free laundry on Virgin and NCL. I like that the perks hit immediately on Carnival. Yeah, Carnival second cruise, you start getting perks. So that's a plus for them. Whatever cruise you hit the milestone, you get the perks. Nice. I need to get on Princess Elite as a TA. Right, exactly. 6, I don't think Carnival has status match, do they? I got Elite from the Princess training. Oh, no, I've status matched my Carnival with Virgin. I got the deep blue because I had the most. I think it was Virgin that I status matched my Carnival on. I have to double check that, but let me double check that for you. Let's see here. I'm Platinum on Carnival, gave up trying to get Diamond. I thought you was Diamond already. And she said, yeah, I'm good at Platinum with Carnival, working on the other cruise lines. Yeah, because I remember, what was it, like our second cruise? And we talked to that couple, and they were basically saying that that the Diamond status don't get you what it used to get you, and they weren't. Yeah. Yeah, so I think a lot of people have given up on that with Carnival. Um, Yellow say, I love my free laundry and drinks. Okay, one day. Liam's I get free laundry at home. You paying for that too, Liam? You might not be paying for it immediately, but you paying for it.
Liam thing.
It is. Let's see. Hey Alicia, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So with platinum, you get that priority check-in, a priority boarding, and then diamond, you get the free drinks and limited laundry services, and then of course you get that milestone recognition at the VIFP parties. So which we kind of slid into thanks to a friend one time just to get the experience of high life. We appreciate you, friend. So once again, Carnival is 1 point per cruise, per cruise day, regardless of the stateroom type. So hey.
So there's no benefit of getting like a suite or a balcony.
Because Royal, you'll get double points for suites. But Carnival is like, hey. Now, unless you cruise solo, I don't know. As Sig, if you can drop it in the chat, let me know. But as far as I know, it's 1 point per cruise per night. I heard Carnival does not match their tiers. Okay. Oh, hi, Brandon. Didn't see you.
Hello.
5 tiers from Blue for the first segment. Okay, so let's move on from Carnival. Just made platinum on Carnival. Hey, Cheryl S., how are you?
Thank you for
just made. No, you're fine.
Why am I talking?
No, you can absolutely talk. Just made platinum on Carnival during the middle of spring break cruise benefits. Benefits started. Okay, all right. Congratulations on platinum. That's dope. One day again, I'm still a gold card.
200 days.
200 days at sea is a lot. That's a lot. It's 75 is a lot for just to cruise one cruise line. NCL is 2 points for suites for the Haven. They need to give you 4. I feel like if you book anything like the ship within the ship concept with MSC or NCL or any of those, yeah, they should give you more than 2. All right, so let's talk MSC. MSC also gives you something now. Their point system, y'all help me out here. Because it seems like a lot. Okay. So the Welcome Classic, 0 to 999 points. Points are based on experience type and cruise length. So depending on the experience you book and the length of the cruise is how many points you will actually get. Okay. She said no double points on Carnival for solos, but Princess gives double points for solos. Royal too, and that's weird because they are in the same family, so you would assume that they would do the same. You would assume, but she said just because we cousins don't mean we blood. You got. We're gonna do things a little bit different over here. Benefits start on the first day of the cruise. Nice. Because you by day 2 you were already on to that next level, so that's nice. So MSC is a point-based system based on experience type and cruise length. And then there's 6 tiers from the Welcome to Blue Diamond with varied requirements. So Blue Diamond is the creme de la creme, okay? With Blue Diamond, you get the late checkout, dedicated luggage service, and the thermal spa access. With Diamond, but that's 10,000 plus points.
I don't know how we get there.
Well, based on, and that's the other thing too, because they do it based on the experience you book and your days at sea. So you get basically 2 different. You don't get it just based on how many days at sea. You get it on the experience. So if you book the Aria, you get points based on that experience because they do different experience levels. Let's see. MSC gives you points for onboard spending. I believe somehow I moved up quick on them, and after 4 cruises, I'm at Diamond. I status matched into gold. So she status matched into gold, and she's already at Diamond, which gives you priority boarding, specialty restaurants, and access. Specialty restaurant access, which is dope. And then you may need Calculus 3 for MSC's loyalty program. Right, because my goodness, the points are crazy. If you cruise solo in a suite, you get 3 points on RCL. See, there you go. Solo in a suite. Somebody had to triple up the points because listen, them 2 points in suite level is crazy. So MSC, like Six said, you might need calculus, but it will give you the points based on experience. And then I also feel like you get more perks.
How many points do we have?
With MSC, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to look at this. I'm gonna definitely have to look at it and see what ones we have, how much points we have. If you let's see, laughing at Sig and facts, yes. So that is MSC. And let's move over to my good girl Virgin. So what we talking about at Virgin? At Virgin, on your first voyage, you are a sea rover and you get expedited boarding and a bar tab bonus. Okay, expedited boarding and a bar tab bonus. On your second voyage, you are a Sea Blazer, premium Wi-Fi and laundry service. Okay. And on voyage number 4, you get those deep blues. Okay. You are deep blue, enhanced bar credits and exclusive events. And then we have the Resilient Lady by invitation only. Okay. By invitation only. That's the top tier, the creme de la creme again. So based on the number of completed voyages is how you move up in tiers with Virgin. You can also status match them into the deep blue extras, which we will talk about in just a few minutes. The 3 main tier, there are 3 main tiers plus that invitation only tier. So anybody got the invitation only tier yet?
I got a question.
Yes.
It don't matter how many, like the days.
Nope, they're based on voyages.
So I can go on like a little 2-3 day bop, and
that's your second voyage. So remember, we did the little 2-day. That was voyage number 2 for us, and then we just did the one in January. That was voyage number 3. So one more, we're at deep blue.
Okay.
Yep, we're at deep blue.
So I'm assuming Sea Blazer is 2nd and 3rd.
Yes. Okay. Well, yes, 2nd and 3rd. Okay. Yes. Right. Yep. Let's see. Just check my points on MSC. I'm at 10,900, says Diamond in my profile. Look, Brandon Bauer is up. Nice. Congratulations on your Diamond on MSC. Oh, you have an invitation? Okay, D Monique. Let us know what those exclusive benefits look like, because we ain't got them yet. Tell us what they look like. I want to know, because Virgin, my girl, I know Angel got it. Angel, if you still here, girl, what that invitation look like? Because Angel loves her Virgin. Let's see here. So let's move on to how you earn the points and compare. All right. So this is kind of a quick comparison chart for you. So as you can see, Royal, 1 point per night, double points for suites. Norwegian, 1 point per night, suites and special offers for the bonuses. Princess, cruise count or days. So Princess, you can, depending on which one you get first, the amount of cruises or the amount of days. So even with Princess, little bop, that's a cruise, right? So you might get more cruises in than you do nights at sea. You can't figure it out. So whichever is more beneficial to you. Carnival, 1 point per day, no stateroom bonuses. Carnival got to come up off of it. Okay, they got to start giving more bonuses here. MSC is experience based. Onboard spending bonuses, and Virgin, you get a per completed voyage, no point system.
So with the onboard spending, is that just like, if you get the drink package, you get a bonus, or just like, what's the onboard spending?
So yeah, it's probably I just saw it. Hold on. So your onboard spending is going to be different depending on your status. So you could extra bar credits, or you can get just extra onboard credit. It just depending on what they offer. I'm sorry. You talking about MSC?
Yeah, like when they say onboard purchases, does that include like if you get the drink package or if you get the internet, is that included in the onboard purchases?
If you purchase it on board, if you purchase it before you get on the cruise, it's not an onboard purchase.
No, but that's why I'm asking.
That should count towards it.
Okay.
That should count, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because we're not well versed in MSC, right?
Yeah, so, I just want to know what constitutes an onboard.
Liam said, how many voyages for the invitation? So for the invitation, it doesn't say. You just got to wait, Liam. Wait and see if it comes. Dominique, let me slide right into your suitcase. Yeah, I want to know what's included in that invitation status too. Hey Team Reese, how are you? Thanks for being here, fam. And then Blue Diamond is 25,000 points. Blue Diamond is 25,000 points. So 10,000 plus it is really 25,000. Thank you, C. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Make sure I get everybody's comments. I think it may be something special versus voyages earned. And is the invitation a free cruise? I doubt it's a free cruise, but it, like I said, that different status level, maybe that gives you a discount on. I don't know, because I've never known anybody to get it. So I kind of want to know what D Monique got going on. All right, so status match programs, the fast track. So on MSC 70 plus cruises, you get travel brand accepted into the status match program. Let's see here. And then it's valid for 5 years. So your status match is valid for 5 years with MSC.
So you would have to sail them once.
At least once every 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's 72-hour, you get a 72-hour hold. So typically MSC approves your status match within 72 hours. So as long as you submit it within that 72-hour time frame, so submit it well before. If you know you're going to book a cruise, submit it as soon as you book that cruise, because they can get approved within 72 hours. And then for Norwegian, Princess and Carnival, no. No permanent status match program. Thank you, YOLO. No permanent status match program. Norwegian, Princess, and Carnival. None. I was like, wait, they owe me Blue Diamond. All right, got more work to do. Maybe after I hit my Royal Caribbean status goal. Invitation to spend your money in the casino. Hey, it might be the case. That might be the case. But even with MSC, talking just priority boarding, discount on services, specialty restaurant access. You get the top tier benefits, which is late checkout. I don't know what that means, but I know when we get up, we got to be out the cabin by 8 o'clock. And MS, most cruise lines, you got to they want you out the cabin by 8 a.m.
Well, I never know that because we're out by 7:30.
Yeah, because we got things to do and places to go. And then the buffet usually closed down. I got to get my coffee before I get off this ship. So we got to be out of this cabin by 7:30. But then I also try to be considerate of the cabin stewards, because they have to turn these cabins around for the next sailing. So, but that late checkout, if you don't have somewhere to be, you don't have early flight, that's chef's kiss. We experienced that on Virgin, just not having to rush to get off the ship, right? Dedicated luggage service and the thermal spa access. And then, of course, they do the status match program, accepting 70 plus travel brands and loyalty statuses. So MSC is the most versatile when it comes to status matching. They are the most versatile. And I wonder what the piece is about invitation being resilient lady only. And that's I don't know, like, because it is resilient, you would think, okay, that's weird. So that's a good question. Thank you, C, for that. Now it kind of makes me want to dig a little bit deeper in that. Yeah, because why is it just for a resilient lady? Travel Life Dreams, thank you for being here. Welcome in. I status matched to Diamond to MSC, and my first cruise isn't until February. Get it in early. I doubt it's noon, Liam. I don't think it's going to be noon. No, it may be like 9 or 10, but I doubt it's noon.
Because people can start, if you have priority boarding and people with special status, you can start getting on some ships at 10,
30, 11, just depending on.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume 9.
Yeah. I would think it's probably 9.
But even still, 9 is still a benefit.
It is. Let's see here. Status match program comparison. Yeah, MSC extensive program is 70 plus brands, a one-time application with fast approval within 72 hours and valid for 5 years. Virgin accepts statuses from most cruise lines, grants Blue Extra benefits, those deep Blue Extras on the first sailing, but they've extended that program until October 31st of this year. If you don't submit by October 31st, that program is going away and they're not going to do that deep Blue Extras anymore. And I know there's some people in the chat that have access to those deep Blue Extras and have taken advantage of those. And I know you get like a specialty coffee and stuff like that. If you want to drop in the chat about those, go ahead and do that. Royal Caribbean offers internal matching between Royal, Celebrity, and
Asamara.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And no match for external cruise lines or hotels. And the no status match again is Norwegian, Princess, Carnival. They don't offer a status match program. So, for me, still at number one is sitting Virgin and MSC. Virgin and MSC, they give you the most bang for your buck. Even when I did my back-to-back, I had to get out of the cabin by 8:30.
But 8:30 is still
late. Yeah, it's still a little bit later. That's giving you a little additional time when everybody else got to be out by 8. So I know it's not super late, but for somebody that's got to turn a cabin over by a certain time, it's pretty late. The real is they don't tell you in advance, and there's no way you can look it up. You just get an email, and when you check in, there's a letter notifying you and your stateroom of the invitation.
So it's the Illuminati?
I'm so intrigued. I am so intrigued. D. Monique, how many Virgin cruises have you been on? That's the question. Because that's going to answer, I guess it'll give you a little bit of an answer, but also it may depend on like if you spend a lot on bar tabs or how much you spend on the cruise, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, or if you're in the casino a lot. So that might be in a little bit until too, but I definitely want to know how many cruises you've been on with Virgin. Hey, TJ, how are you? Thanks for being here. All right, so let's talk about the best program by category. So we've already been through these. I just ran through them. I'm sorry, guys. Best by program. So best for the fastest progression. We're going to be looking at MSC because you get those double points. Virgin, because your top tiers after 4 voyages. It's the fastest in the industry. You're not 4 sailings and you're at the top tier. You're not getting that on another cruise line. Let's see here. C said, that's cool. Love the mystery. And that's kind of Virgin's brand too. That's kind of on brand with Virgin. Them just give you a little bit of mystery behind it. And then, so MSC is first, Virgin is second, and then Royal is third because you get the double points for the suite bookings and you can accelerate your status. So that actually helps you. D. Monique says you have to event the service. Every cruise I'm on is a surprise, to be honest. That's dope. That's dope. So let's see. Yeah, so those 3 are the best for progression. And let's look at the best for the top tier statuses. So we're looking at best top tier. Royal, because you get that free cruise. You get the Diamond Lounge and you get the drink benefits. Then we're going to go to MSC because you get the free cruise at ambassador level. So those free cruises is kind of topping things up. But on the other hand, you can get on the other cruise lines, you can top up faster based on their benefits. Have to sell on Virgin. I mean, I like Virgin and I really think it makes sense because our next cruise on Virgin will be number 4. So listen. 4 Virgin cruises, and you're at Rockstar. Wow. Well, I don't know if they named it Rockstar, but yeah. Resilient Lady more than 3 times. I had already experienced most of the shows, and I didn't go to the experience they had for my loyalty level because they only serve pink for some. Oh, pink, so call it rosé. So you've already done 3 sailings on the Resilient Lady. Maybe that's the key. Maybe you got to sell Resilient Lady back to back. It is a Resilient Lady invitation only,
Maybe.
that might be the key. Brazilian lady multiple times. Let's see here. Okay, so we're talking about the top tier benefit status. So we're looking at ratings. So we're doing a 9.5 for Royal, a 9 for Norwegian, 8.5 for MSC, 8 for Virgin, 7.5 for Princess, and a 7 for Carnival. And we're doing this based off of the what you get at that top tier. All right, and then Royal Caribbean, you also get that Diamond Lounge access. You get 7 nights, the 7-night free cruise at Pinnacle Club level, and that you don't have to go to the casino for. An exclusive experience, so the behind the scenes tours and a priority access to entertainment. And those behind the scene tours, I kind of want to see the bridge. I want to see the bridge. I love the free drinks for Diamond on Royal. Yeah, and my good friend, hey, Foodie Vacations, thanks for being here. My good friend, Yolo, she know how to work her. She was like, don't be using my Diamond drinks. She know how to work her drinks. She said, don't listen. Use my other drinks for the drink. Don't use because they special. You don't get but so many Diamond drinks per day. Okay, I can only do about 3 or 4. Okay, so that's for Royal. And then which one is the best for new cruisers? So the first one, MSC. MSC is going to take it every time. Why? Because they got an extensive status match program. So you can match your status from other travel programs. It doesn't have to be just cruising. So that's good. If you have tier status on, if you have tier status from like a hotel or airline, you can status match. It's over 70 different programs. So that's going to be good for anyone who's traveling but new to cruising. Virgin, because of their status match and premium inclusions. Then we're going to go with Princess because you get your benefits begin after your first cruise. And then Royal because you do get more meaningful perks at gold level. You do get last Royal cruise. You know, I got to have my coffee. And what I usually do, and I just started taking advantage of these because something was like, look at what you get. Because I never look, I just cruise, right? And I was like, every day I could have been going to the Starbucks and getting me a coffee for $2. And I wasn't, so once I figured it out, I was like, oh, wait. Oh, wait, I'm going to get my coffee. So Independence of the Seas, burn that coffee up. Because I was just not taking advantage of it. Mm-hmm. And then I started looking at it, I was like, it's so many perks I'm not taking advantage of just because I'm just cruising. And in the element of cruising and so used to my routine, I've really not taken advantage of these levels that I'm getting here at Gold. So I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. Sorry for the staggered messages. I'm watching on TV and commenting on my iPhone. I've been on several sailings, typically 10s. Also, you sell out the 16 days. Nice. Oh, you're fine about the messages. You're fine.
Hey, you're watching on both, so it's fine.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you for watching on both. We appreciate you. 10 to 16 days. Nice. An average of about $1,300 in bar tab. I don't gamble at the casino at all. And most of my friends who do the casinos for free, but don't have the perks.
And they do
cruise for free. Sorry, but they don't have the perks. So that's nice to know. Okay, so it's not even a casino involved in this. This is based on the time spent cruising.
Yeah,
nice. I say if MSC cleans up their service issues and entertainment, they would run circles around everyone else. And the problem is, I agree, but the problem is with that, what I always say, sometimes you look good, but you don't know you look good. But then once you figure out you look good, it's like, dang, now we got a problem. We don't want them to know they fine, okay? We want to keep the prices undercover. We want to keep it low. Once they figure out they fine, and at the top, the price is going to change. Then we're going to be going back to where we was. So let them keep building, but let them build. Yeah, they need to figure out the service issues. Entertainment, I can deal with that. But I don't want y'all to know y'all fine yet. Okay, I want y'all to still think y'all look ugly because as long as you think you ugly, I'm just saying. I'm just being honest because as long as you think you ugly, you're not gonna jack up the prices. Y'all excuse my analogy. I'm just saying. I just, that's how it is sometimes. You just got, sometimes let me build on that. Let them do the work. Let them do the work. Brandon don't like my commentary. And you gotta pay attention. Right. I know, and I just be on the water. D Monique said, I'm a solo traveler and I always stay in a C Terrace XL.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Y'all are laughing at me. I'm just saying, I ain't lying. Once was the prices will change and the loyalty program will change. It will, and it's all going to change. It's all going to change because they are tapping into the market, and once they get here and get settled, get comfy, get their walking shoes on, it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same. So best for the luxury focused cruiser. We're going to be talking about MSC Yacht Club because they have that ship within a ship concept. So what does that offer you? Offer you the private restaurants and lounges, dedicated butler service, exclusive pool decks, and double loyalty points. That's going to be number one as far as the luxury focused cruiser. Then we're going to go with Virgin because you get the adults only premium experience, all specialty dining included. And it's not even that they're luxury. It's just it's all included. That does it for you right there. Gratuities are covered. That's enough for me. Basic Wi-Fi for all. Sometimes you just need a little basic. Sometimes you just need a little basic. You just need a little,
Ain't trying to watch no YouTube.
Yeah, I ain't trying to watch no YouTube. Just let me, post on social media and tell everybody I'm having a good time. Rockstar quarters for suites. So listen. If we're talking about which ones offer you that luxury pro status, we're talking MSC and Virgin because I honestly believe those two have the best loyalty program in my eyes. They have the best loyalty program. Let's see here. That's why I'm booking MSC this year with World America now. They are already beginning to get the big head. Right. Their prices are going to change. And they are. The prices are going to change. So get in now for the head get big, y'all. So which ones are best for families? We're talking Royal because they do have family-friendly perks. The priority boarding is a must, especially if you have kids and they're a little anxious. They don't like standing in line. That's a must. Okay. The Kids Club, the Adventure Ocean program. I think from what I understand, just even based off of what Shay was saying, Royal, their Adventure Ocean and their team program is the best one that she's experienced. I know she hasn't been on a lot, but from what I hear, a lot of other programs are trying to compete with Royals.
It was more fun in there too.
Yeah.
Just ask somebody
who's peeked in the window and kind of walk through. Because even when we did a tour, just going through and like they got the gaming systems and compared to other cruise lines, and we've just kind of walked through, they have the best layout when it comes to their kids club. And then Carnival, the simple 1 point per day system is easy to track. You ain't got to focus too much on it. Family focused ship with extensive kids program and family activities. So I think for them, that's going to push it up there because that Dr. Seuss at Sea is very popular. People really like that. Thanks for coming back, T. Appreciate you. What's going on, G Fox? How are you? Thank you for being here. G-Pot said, what's up, fam? In the middle of teaching, had to jump on. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. So I'm taking an extra hour for me. Okay, fam. Yes. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Yeet. My daughters get what we get. Hubby has been bugging me about going on MSC. We'll probably need to make one next year. Yeah. Listen, we've been trying to figure out MSC too because I feel like we gotta try it again.
Break the tie.
Yeah, we gotta break the tie. We gotta have a tiebreaker. MSC, kids under 18 sell free. Okay, and that's the other thing. Kids 17 and under sell free on MSC. That, when they have that promotion, it's not 12 like Royal. So that kind of gives them a bump up in status too. That makes them more family friendly. Now, as far as their cruise ship, we haven't taken a kid or a kid that age on the ship, so we don't have a lot of experience with their kid level activity. But that's the little jungle area with the water park and all that stuff.
Mhm.
That seems cool if you're a kid. So on the go with Yellow said, we love the teachers. We do.
Thankless job.
It is a thankless job, but we appreciate y'all because I couldn't do it. Now Virgin is testing a drink package at $95 a day, which is pretty much what I pay now. So I take it. It's only on Valiant Lady through the end of May, but those cruises are too short for me. Listen, stick with a bar tab. I think that's what works for you. I don't think that's what sets you apart. I really don't think the drink package is necessary on Virgin because a lot of times, yes, people do have that bar tab at the end. They're trying to give it, but I'd rather have something left over at the end where I'm trying to spend versus like spending all that money up front. I think $95 a day is crazy, especially if you have to pay that per person. And that's the other thing, because with us, if you don't cruise, there's no point. But I can get my little $100 in bar tab, and I could be good for a whole cruise.
Yeah.
So I think that's what sets them apart. I hope they keep it the way it is. Cheryl said, I have 3 kids. Bypass the line embarkation for the first time after reaching platinum. It was wonderful.
I can just imagine taunting the people.
Bye-bye. Would you drink more if you have the drink package? I feel like you would, because if you're paying $95 a day per person, I probably think you would.
Is he talking to you personally?
I think he's just saying in general.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think if you have to buy a package versus buying a tab, I think you would. Because you feel like you're feeling the need to have to fulfill that amount. Our daughter still looks 15, 16. Do they? Yeah, they check passports, baby. They check them. I was wondering why I didn't see anyone in the chat. A couple of times a year, MSC includes Wi-Fi and drink packages. Sometimes they also do an automatic upgrade special. MSC is just taking up the list there, but they still got to fight me for Virgin. I agree. Don't buy a drink package, and it's not, to me, I don't think it's worth it. No drink package for me. It's not worth it. So if we're going to compare a free cruise benefit here, let's see. I don't know if it's going to shrink too much. So it's actually 2,500 points, but the benefit of a free cruise would be Royal and NCL, because you do get those offers of free cruises. So if we're comparing the benefits, so which program style fits you? So if you are a frequent cruiser, you're going to look at Royal and Norwegian, because you get the cumulative benefits and you're working towards that free cruise once you hit Pinnacle. If you're a luxury cruiser, MSC Yacht Club or Virgin for the premium experience. And if you're a new cruiser, you're going to be looking at MSC and Virgin for the quick status matching. So those are it just in themselves. And then if you're a family traveler, you're going to be looking at Royal Caribbean or Carnival for the family friendly perks. And then the simple earning structure, if you're looking at just 1 point per day, very simple with them. Carnival, you need 1 point per day, or with Suites, you get 2 points per day. So that's pretty easy to follow. Let's see here. She said, I just saw a post where a 70-year-old man had his drink package suspended on day 1 of the cruise. Pop was getting it in. Day 1? What you got to be thrown back to get suspended on day 1?
Going and mess up an arcade machine.
I don't drink more than what I would have paid for when I have the drink package. I don't know what's wrong with people that want to drink a total of 15 drinks or whatever amount they feel, which will be equal. And I think it's just people like they want to get the bang for their buck. I wouldn't do it, but also I'm not buying a drink package because I know I'm not drinking that much.
I've only known one person to do that, and he was miserable.
Yeah. Because then you got to deal with those folks.
Yeah.
Everett Strand, hey fam, how are you? Thanks for being here. Okay. He said, hey, I'm sorry, but MSC has the best drink package out there. We ain't gonna fight you on it. If you're talking about drink package, the experience we had with a drink package, yes, I agree. But if you're talking about the bar tab, I think Virgin just got that on lock. But yes, as far as drink packages are concerned, just doing apples to apples, I really agree with you. Yes. However, if I'm doing my reviews, then the drink package comes in handy, especially when I know I'm not going to fully drink all of the items that I'm ordering, and she does not. Now I will watch her. That's one thing I say. I don't care if she like it or not. She just not going. Yeah. She said I got to be functional. As I am already Diamond Plus on RCL, I think MSC might be my next one to achieve status. Nice. What are most interested in knowing is how many of us folks would be interested in an Alaska cruise on Virgin Voyages. I did one last August, September on NCL in a balcony club cabin. Ooh. Well, you listen. I already been talking about it, and I already said, I don't know what the theme of it was going to be, but yes, that Alaskan cruise on Virgin. I'm interested to see what it looks like, so I might do a little deep dive in that one just to see what they're offering because it is different, and it's not something that's expected. That is expected, and yes, I feel like Virgin is a mostly like internal space ship, so I wonder how they're going to do Alaska. I really do. And with the excursion on an old ship, the sun was over $7,500. $7,500. Woo, Demonique. I'm not judging. You can drink all those drinks. Nah, I ain't judging either, but you know, T ain't gonna sit up there and just throw them back. She's not gonna just throw them back. So what are the final recommendations? Have your hotel or cruise statuses. So apply for MSC and Virgin status match for the immediate benefits. Because I did on our cruise in January, I did it a little bit too late for Virgin, and by the time we got back, they were like, "Hey, your Deep Blue extras," and I was like, "Yeah, we just got back." Virgin Voyages includes premium features as standard, so that's going to be your value maximizer. So and then if you're a suite traveler, you're going to talk RCL and MSC, the accelerated program with the bonus points. So you definitely want to look at that as far as the bonus points. And if you're building long-term loyalty, you're going to be looking at Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian for that free cruise. You're going to look at that at the end because that's definitely what we're looking for, right? We're all looking for that free cruise. I can't wait till YOLO get there. She said it's hard to drink my 5 per day and I get free drinks in the casino. Nope. We will not be luscious. But you will be a luscious lady. You can be that. Nailed it. So that is the end. Remember why we are choosing what we are choosing. Enjoy. And let's go back and just take a quick look and see if you guys actually were able to still get into the poll. Let's see where we are as far as the poll is concerned. So we're ending with 2 for Royal Caribbean. And if you have access to the link that should be pinned at the top of the chat, you can still vote. 1 for Carnival, 1 for Princess, none for Holland America, none for Celebrity, none for Norwegian, none for Disney. We didn't even touch Disney, but even on its own, Disney has, by the second sailing, you do start getting gifts in your cabin. MSC, for 2, and then the other, which I'm assuming is Virgin, for 2. So that's where we are on the poll. Thank you guys for joining. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's see here. On the go with Yellow said, should I come out the gate in Yacht Club for the points? Go ahead. Go ahead. Make sure I'm on there too so I can see your cabin. The drink package is not about how much you drink. It is about being able to order and drink what you want to drink and get the good drinking water. Get the good water. I see y'all changing y'all votes over here in my side eye.
People just voting.
People are voting. Okay. Hey, Moonlight Adventures, how are you guys? It's been a while.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. I agree. I prefer a drink package because as soon as the ice melts, I want another drink. I never even finish the drink. So since I'm wasteful, I would prefer the drink package. Working and listening, our favorite because of the status matches. MSC, nice. Nobody voted. No, they voted. They still voted. Let's see here. What is the other? I think the other is Virgin. The other is Virgin. Somebody put in the chat that they were voting for Virgin. So the other is Virgin. And as you guys are still voting, do you think what is the next tier status you think you would try to reach based off of what we've been talking about?
MSC, apparently.
MSC, right?
Yeah.
I just think it makes more sense. I know, like for Royal and Norwegian, the free cruise at the end, but my goodness, what was it? 200 days?
200 days. That's 30.
700 days.
That's 37-day cruises.
That's a lot. Like that was a lot. No, it was 700 days.
700.
It was 700 days. Yeah, it was 700 days. The free cruise was 700 days.
Oh no, that's not.
Yeah,
700 points.
Yeah. So if you cruise in suites with Royal, that's 2 points, and if you cruise solo in suites, that's 3 points. But you still got to get to 700 points.
That would seem like it's worth it.
And then you got to get 700 points with Norwegian. Let's see, Virgin. That's what really is. That was really is. I cannot talk.
That was excursions, mostly in Alaska, not drinks. But I will be on the Virgin Voyages Trans-Pacific in March 2026. That would be new for me.
The Trans-Pacific. So that's San Francisco, coming from Europe to San Francisco, San Diego, West Coast sailing.
That's the West Coast.
Yeah. Nice. Where did it go? Okay. That part about ice melt. Yeah, because that ice melt too fast. Yeah, so the link is actually in the chat. It should be pinned to the top. Royal and Virgin for Mackay. Margaritaville at sea. Now, I don't think it's Margaritaville, but they trying to do something different. I did read something today where Margaritaville was trying to do something different, to trying to get their status, and they are now like advertising their casino program, because I got an email today and they were just like, hey, have you signed up for our casino program? So I think they're gonna try to sneak something in there, but I'm gonna need them to replace some ships.
If you're a first responder or military, right, you get in there pretty. First
responders and military cruise for free.
Yeah.
So and they offer that a lot, and I know right now they're doing right now. Also, G Fox, if you're still here, if not, if you watch a replay, NCL has a 5% teacher discount and $50 onboard credit. So, and I think that's until the end of the month. So, if anybody needs to book NCL, hit me up, because you do get those perks. Boss is lurking. Back to the grind. Hope everybody has an amazing day. Thank you, fam. We appreciate you. I'm already top tier with Princess. Just need to get on. Okay, then. Margaritaville. Let's see here. MSC Yacht Club, you can purchase a cabin, no Wi-Fi and drinks, and get free Wi-Fi, 2 devices per person, plus drinks. Save a few dollars. Okay, Eddie coming through. So don't just buy the bare bones cabin, but they're gonna give you the extras. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can rock with it.
Have fun with Margaritaville. See, hey, I'm not gonna lie. That first one, the cheap one, the Paradise, I had a good time on that one. Now, not so much on the newer one, but on the Paradise, I had a good time. You didn't have a good time on the Paradise?
We didn't have a bathroom.
I ain't talking about the cosmetics. I'm talking about the atmosphere.
The atmosphere was fine. Then you had to go back to your cabin.
Oh, geez. There you go. It was a joke. It was a joke. She said, y'all don't come for me. It was a joke. Definitely doing MSC next, I think. Y'all serious about y'all loyalties. Okay, they don't play now. They all right, see, not Margaritaville. Live on a ship for 9 months. And then what? Then we'll see where you at. That'll do it. That'll get you your 700 points.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a 12-year-old and she needs to be able to cruise with. I'm sorry.
With me at all times.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. On my phone, didn't see the opportunity to vote. Please cast my vote as MSC. Thank you. We got you, Uncle Eddie. They are supposed to be having a dog sailing. Yes, so we were actually supposed to do a ship to shore with someone. I don't know if you guys who were in the content creators roundtable, if you remember Britt, she does a lot of things with her pets. So we were supposed to actually have one, and the day we were supposed to record it, which this has been a while now. So they've been talking about this sailing with their with the dogs for a while now. She had a storm and she lost internet connection. The sailing that they're doing with the dogs, they're gonna have 250 dogs on board. And I don't know how that's gonna bode for people that has allergies, because we talking about they gotta clean those cabins.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
No, I don't know how that's gonna do. I don't know how people gonna be able to handle that. Let's see. I'm a veteran, but still haven't done a free cruise. If you just want to get out and about, I say do it to try it. But I would do Islander.
Yeah.
Because you are going to get a better choice of food option, unless they have done a major upgrade with the Paradise, which I heard they've done some upgrades, but it can't be enough for me. I don't see doing Islander again. I would do Paradise again. I wouldn't do Islander again, because Islander is the old Costa ship anyway. So you're going to get more of a carnival vibe when you walk on that one. Anyone doing a trucker's discount? No, I'm sorry, friend. No. Let's see here. So that would be 3 for MSC tied with Carnival. So now we're at 2 for MSC, 3 for Carnival, 8 for Royal.
No, because she's adding Eddie.
Oh, adding Uncle Eddie's. Okay, so 3 and 3. Okay, you're right. And then Princess is at 1 and Virgin is at 5. I want to say I already did a status match with them too. Just need to get on. And just status match whoever you can. So when you get on, you good. That's a lot of poop. Checked in while working. Hopefully don't book right after the dog sailing. I don't know how they're gonna clean that.
It's the same thing we talked about when they had the naked cruise. You know.
Oh yeah, because those nude cruises, like what? I don't know. It's all bad. So I do want to see. They're gonna have to do a deep clean, take it out of the commission for a week, and do a deep clean. Yeah. They don't do them naked cruises like that though. They go ahead and turn it right on over. The dog cruises on the is it Islander or Paradise? It's Margaritaville. I think it's the Islander. It would make sense for it to be the Paradise though. Great show. Glad I checked in while working. Have a good day. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. You should ask every ship to shore that has a BDM if they have a trucker's discount. Yes, that's what you should do, Liam. So, and I'll ask too, just in case Liam ain't here. So then they can put it in their head they might need that. Have to try, Carlene. Not the naked cruise. Yes, the naked cruise. So we appreciate you guys. I think we're ending with you guys saying Royal Caribbean, based on your analysis, has the best loyalty program. I'm gonna stick with my vote for MSC and Virgin. but I can put Royal at number 3. But Embassy and Virgin is the first 2. How about you?
What are you asking me?
Which rank your?
It's MSC and Virgin, right?
Embassy and Virgin. Please do. I think the next one would be BDM. Yeah, Virgin is the next BDM. So Virgin will be here next week. And that one is already posted. In the week after that is MSC. So we got to talk to both of them about their loyalty program. So I hope you guys coming back. So on the 12th is Virgin, and on the 19th is MSC. So please come back for the next Ship to Shore. Remember, have your questions ready. And if you're not going to be able to be here, you can email them to me and I can go ahead and have them loaded for you guys. That way, when you catch the replay, you can get your questions answered. So thank you so much for being here. Ben Yours said I was a little torn between Royal and Carnival only because I get free drinks everywhere on the ship at Carnival with Carnival and only in the casino with Royal. That's a good reason to be torn. Yeah. That's a good reason to be torn. It's absolutely. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining for this Ship to Shore. And we will see you guys next week for Ship to Shore. And on Thursday for Talk to Me Thursday. Uncle Eddie said May 19th. I'm in. All right, Uncle Eddie, because Uncle Eddie got the questions. Because he loves MSC. So Uncle Eddie, come on back now. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Until next time, Parker's out.